So today I cleaned my room, and that inspired me to answer Alex Carpenter's video about his top three trips because I came upon a bunch of more stuff that made me reminisce about where I've been. So starting with number one was when I went to Dominican Republic when I was 15. I had gone already when I was 10, but I barely remember that one because I was so young. So going when I was 15, which is wow now, 7 years ago, it made me like fall in love with the country, and I definitely understood like where my parents came from, and I got to see the little town where they grew up, which is an hour away from Santiago, which is an hour away from the capital, Santo Domingo. So it was just like mind blown, and I learned so much about like the little things. Like it made me appreciate that I have warm water here because over there you have to shower with cold water, and it made me appreciate like roads that aren't bumpy because over there the roads aren't cement. Now they've like started doing it more and more, but when I went, which was 7 years ago, it was just like an you know every every day was an adventure and everything was bumpy, and it was just like very mind opening. And after that, my second trip was to Chile when I studied abroad in 2012. So a year and a couple months ago now, which is crazy to think about because it just felt like it was the other day. And John wanted me to talk about like how it was and how it was to get there, so I thought I would do that too. So the mission to get there was something else because I'd never gone out of the. I mean, I've got with DR, I'd gone out of the country, but it was only like I needed my passport. But with Chile, I needed a visa. So it was this whole thing of having to go to Boston to get my visa, and that was like stressful because I was like, oh my God, am I gonna have all my paperwork ready on time? Because I was there from March 5th to July 26th, so you had to be sure that the visa covered those 5 months, and stress. And then another thing was that you had to make sure that my I had to get my flight booked, but the reason that I had to wait like till like basically almost a couple weeks before I left to buy the flight was because the money that I was using, it was from my loan that was coming from school, so I had to wait for that check to come in and to keep my mom's name. So like I was home for like 2 months just stressing out because I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? And it felt really weird because everyone of my friends was in school, and I was just like waiting to go to Chile in March while my friends were like halfway done with their semester, which was a very weird thing to do. But then when I got there, it was like mind blown because it was such a culture shock. I did not expect that because everything is in Spanish. I mean, I speak it at home, so I'm used to it. But like to be in like a whole country that there's no bilingualism was so weird. Because here, I'm used to switching from Spanish to English, Spanglish, and like out of blink of an eye. But over there, it was like people would like notice right away that you kind of weren't from there because first they said that I was too formal, that I just when I speak Spanish with people I don't know normally I am very formal because like I want to be respectful. So with everyone over there I was very formal until I got to know them better, and then like the slang started coming out and such, so that was very interesting. And like meeting people from like all different countries, Spain, Mexico, Panama, Colombia, Argentina, and like the host family that I stayed with was from Argentina, so I got to get like the best of both worlds. They'd lived in Chile for like 10 plus years, so I got to learn about the Chile culture through like an Argentinian's eyes, and like learn more about their little town of Mendoza where they're from in Argentina, which is great and like makes me want to travel even more and like go there because I didn't get to go to Argentina when I was there because money and stuff, and I didn't like plan accordingly. So now I'm like in the future I definitely want to go. And like it's funny because I wanted to go to Brazil originally to study abroad, and I'm so glad that I didn't, because I think it would have been even harder because of the whole Portuguese thing. And meeting some Brazilians in Chile made me notice that I don't know why I was so obsessed with Brazil. I still like love it, but I don't think I have that same obsession that I did before of wanting to go and live there. Now I just definitely want to go and see what it's about and like learn about all these countries from all these people that I know. And it's crazy that I know people from all over the world, and it's just like that's the best thing about studying abroad. That it's like so awesome, and I'm like so happy that I did it. And like the reverse culture shock that when I came back is like insane because you kind of forget, like, people over there with my host family, I sat down to eat dinner every night. And over here, my family, we barely do that. We do it all, like with holidays and stuff and on and off days. Like we did it like 2-3 days ago, like in the afternoon. Yeah, yesterday, actually, because my dad is here on Mondays when he doesn't work in the afternoons. So, like, we got to sit down, there's the four of us, and that was nice. And, like, it's something that you don't, you take for granted. So I think that's something that Cheetah taught me. It's like to appreciate the little things in family and just enjoy life. And lastly, the last trip I went to was Miami this past March, which is like doesn't even feel like it's the same year. It's like what, 2013, and I went there for spring break because it was my senior year, and I was like I need to do something, and I had gotten a loan back from pace. So I was like, my university. So I said, why not? And I just bought the ticket. And my cousin lived there at the time, and just I stayed with her. And it was like a very weird like 4 days. It was like from Sunday to like Wednesday. So it was like party time at the beginning of the week because of Miami. It didn't matter, and it was March, and it was like perfect spring break because everyone was there. So it was like we went to all the bars and the clubs and fun times, and definitely want to go back now to go to like the theme parks because like I got to see like the party side of it and South Beach and all of that, so that was fun. But yeah, so these are my top 3 trips that I've gone on so far, and I can't wait to go back to DR and back to South America and learn so much more, and back to Miami and visit all the other states. There's so much to see. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this whirlwind of my trips, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.